Well, guys, morning, how you doing? Call life for an hour. Till it stops. Just woke up. Go life. Once again, go life for 2 hours with you guys. Then after that, I go dashing all day. And this is like podcast. 5 cell phones. All it talks about is toxic love, broken, codependent relationships, the healing journey, mental health, kids involved, co-parenting, and real support teams. That's all I focus on. Everybody has, if you do positive talk, healing journey talk, like everybody has a way of speaking, whatever they emphasize in, be religious, spirituality. Me personally, I just care about the person by your side. Well, you as a being for sure. You as a being, and then the person by your side. Like Buddha taught mind and body, which is beautiful. I teach mind, body, and the person by your side. Because why? Because relationships can make you, break you, and they can definitely destroy you. If you allow them to. Remember this. If you're the one going through it, allow the toxic relationship to allow it to happen to us, not knowing. Because we pray if it manifest that magic, one day our partner will wake up and they will love us like we love them. The downfall, you don't know this yet, that you don't stay for too long, respectfully wise. And then when you start this healing journey, reach out for help with type of situation, like you'll comprehend what I'm trying to tell you, and that's where you kind of beat yourself up. Like, I should have sooner. Like, well, you should have, would have, could have, but you didn't. But it's okay. Give yourself grace. That's what the big word's called grace. Like, give yourself grace. What my parents should have taught me. Well, they didn't know this conversation, so they did the best they could. So give them grace also. That's why, if you're doing this healing journey, what you would call it, try to pay it forward like that, or keep with yourself, which I say, you're being too narcissistic wise and you're being selfish. Like, just because someone else is younger than you, and they're trying to figure it out, you let them suffer. Like, you suffer. I think that, my personal opinion, I think that's incorrect. Me personally, I'll call you out, like, bro, like, yeah, that's wrong. Yes, I know they're younger than you, etc. But they trying, you didn't know. So that's why the intent is to be in. Reach out for help and guidance. If not, then suffer for a long time, and then think magically you two can make this relationship work. Everyone's traumatized. Everyone's stuck on what? The generational cycle. That's a big terminology. That one phrase. Everyone that bitches about toxic relationships, bitches about people, bitches about life. We're stuck on what? The generational cycle. Everybody, all of us, stuck in the same bullshit. Be you rich, be you poor, etc. Everyone's stuck in the same shit, and then that's why you get destroyed at home, and then you go to middle school, high school, get bullied and bullshit, and you think like you can do relationships in middle school, high school, with quote unquote love, which you don't know what love is yet, and from there, you go into the matrix, you graduate, go with older adults, and then they're fucking savages and bullshit, and then they sell dreams to the fullest, and then if you care about man-made things, worldly thing wise, you ain't really make it respectfully, because I keep it simple. Other than physical beings and the AI, ask anything man-made for the rest of life. You're behind the screen, let's say you're at home. Remember that you can't use no physical being in your household. You can't use the AI cell phone for the rest of life. What do you got? Crickets. That's all you got. Go outside. Yeah, like I'm in Seattle, man. There's the water, beautiful boats. The environment's beautiful to the fullest. Yeah, but other than physical being and the AI, nothing can speak to me. But yes, beautiful energy. The water makes you feel good. The sun, yeah, it's energy, sure, awesome. But the sun can't talk to you. When you're sound depressed, look at the sun. The sun will everybody sound depressed. Other than physical beings. So that's why as a being, reach out for help and guidance if you want to do, mental health, the healing journey. Figure out what love is. If not, I call it, but yeah, I'm gonna tired of my body. Instead of riddle, it's gonna say, like, in this lifetime, how many bodies are you going through to figure out what love is? How many tears are you shedding to figure out what love is? And the other things that I say, like, if people make you feel good, if man-made BS makes you feel good, why can't you make yourself feel good? Make them make sense. And what's the answer? Codependency and validation. Everyone says, we all do the same shit. Once again, everybody's robotic. As one being, I see beings, sure, but I don't care about that. I see energy. Like coding talk, McGee coding talk. All this, let's say, all we see is zeros and ones. That's coding talk, right? But here's the kicker. All these coders and hackers, I had a bunch of buddies and they're up in the high end in the industry wise, and I give them shit all the time. Like, yeah, you're smart, you got your own business, 6 figures plus, but you're still bitching about life. You're a coder, you're a hacker, you're a beast, but you can't hack your own fucking mental health. I'm gonna tell this for a reason. I come all the time. That's why they keep it short with me. I'm like, I maybe want to talk about it, but you don't have to. I was you as man when I talked about our feelings. But then you magically want love, and I'll carve it out. I'm gonna give you a scenario. The day that you get this partner that you love, quote unquote, and then that's just same question I just asked you. What would you do to the person? What would you do to the person that you love? Crucify them? Push them away, build walls? Then you are the problem. You're hurt people, heal people. I'm healed. I worked on myself. Had a real support team. We heal people. We got for warn. Like, you're not ready for this. But if you want to, go fall on your face. It's not about being right. And then when you hurt them, then what? Sorry? Sorries don't fix shit. You know that, right? Especially you keep doing the same thing all over again type of situation. So for everybody out there, that's what I do. Life is for you guys. That's all my tattoos for a reason. All my tattoos is a map to life. Nothing against the Bible when I say it, but it's a mind of the Bible. Straight to the fucking point. No years of counseling, therapy, the healing journey. It's straight to the point. That's what Seattle be like, yo, like, if I'm not wearing my hoodies, right, you're just wearing, you see my hands, my neck, and my face, right? And then when I'm wearing my, sleeveless shirts or my short shirts, regular t-shirts, why I see like, yeah, a lot of tattoos. And they got tattoos too. They're pretty tattoos, beautiful, deck the fuck out. Like, yeah. We all have stories for the most part. We have tattoos, but mine are just words, very, very direct, straight to the point. I don't want you to suffer forever. And the cool thing in this conversation, you see me, and we go our separate ways. That word is in your mind. It sits there. If you don't comprehend that word, a communication, you read it. It's on me. We talked about it, right? Once again, if you want to, respect your boundaries. Exchange information, social media platforms, email us, how do you want to do this conversation? If you want to continue on. If not, I planted a seed. And once again, that, as beings, God higher source, that's all we are. Just communication. We're all messengers. Nobody else can comprehend nobody at all. You as one being, nobody cannot do comprehension for you. Nobody cannot let go for you. No one can do closure for you. Only you can. You can be bitter and hateful for the rest of your life. I pray for you. I was like that until I was 39 this lifetime. Trying to figure out this, life bullshit out. Signify your kids. I talk to my kids a lot more now. I'm trying to elaborate because they're getting older. And I tell them all the time, you're going to go to middle school, high school. I go, first and foremost, all this bullying bullshit, I keep it simple. Anybody that bullies anybody is not a good person. I don't give a shit what your belief is. Your belief's not bullying nobody. You're bullying. Why are you bullying? Are you getting bullied? Especially middle school, high school. Are you getting bullied at home? Who's bullying at home? Is it your parents, your siblings, your family, your neighbors, the block? You're in the ghetto hood. I keep it down very simple. In the ghetto hoods, there is no love. Fucking survival mode. It's hell on earth. No one has to die to go to heaven and hell. Nobody has to die. You live that shit literally every day above ground. That's why I keep it simple. Every day above ground, how are both your four walls? Your mental home and your physical home. You're a little kid. Do you love yourself or you hate yourself? Why do you hate yourself? You don't know what hate is, And then your parents at each other's throats. Well, welcome to hell on earth. You're not dead, you're alive. Yeah. And then, especially in the ghetto hoods, you gotta go to the streets, and there it is. Hell on earth. Everyone's at his throats. You hear about bullying. You hear about mammy bullshit. Yeah. And that's middle school, high school. Wait till you graduate and go into the home matrix. That's why if you're smart about it, if you can afford it. And when you can't afford it, go to the suburbs. That's why I'm back in Seattle, right? So like on TikTok, people talk about Seattle, it's rough. I'm like, yeah, if you're going downtown the south side, because Seattle's massive. It's stupid massive. Once you start going away from Seattle, it's like big cities fed away, Tacoma, Fife, yeah. Seattle's like, people like, where you from? Well, I keep it simple. I'm from Seattle. Okay, what part? Well, more the north side. Okay, what side? Linwood. Oh yeah, Linwood, Ballard, etc. Oh, the good side. Yeah. If I start saying like SeaTac, MLK, Rainier, White Center, that's the hood. That's the people spend. Anytime you hear anything like shootings and stabbings and bullshit, for the most part, like 99% of the time, it's downtown Seattle, the south side, the hood. It's fucking bad every which way. Can you relate to traumatized experience from seeing a parent dead? All that, me personally, I haven't lost. Well, that's a good subject. So, to pay it forward, if no one's taught you this, like in life, you'll shed tears, a grieving journey with death, right? And you lose family and friends. But the worst death, my personal opinion wise, is when you lose, like, if you lost your parents, your sibling, your own kid, like let's say a family member or a neighbor that you grew up with, like Butchie type of situation. That death isn't hurt really fucking bad. Trust, it hurts really bad. And no one forewarned me type of situation. I lost, grandma, cousins, friends, and bullshit, shed my tears. But when I lost my brother in 2013, that hurt really fucking bad. Like, I thought my first baby mom, that's the most pain I can go through in this lifetime. There's nothing more than this. Yeah, I lost my brother. That was really fucking bad hurt, And then I thought after that, That's the most pain I could ever feel in my life. Like this. Like, you know, he's not here no more. Just memories and bullshit, right? All that bullshit narcissists destroy you. Yeah, they do, but two empathetic people that know nothing about a healing journey, on the overall, they're decent people, but they're on this conversation because they're just on a journey that hurts way worse than that. You know, to warn you. That's why I did my healing journey 6 years ago. Every which way, not just tell stories to pay it forward, you know? Does God do it for a reason? Oh, yeah. Good conversation. Here we go, God. Okay, we have the right to blame God, the universe, right? You're not the last person that called him out, cussed him out. God, the universe tests you. That's why it's called, that's called the grieving journey. If that person's physically dead, you know that, right? So now what happens to you? And what happens to everybody around you? That's why I check on everybody. Not just you're struggling, everyone's struggling. When someone passes away, everybody struggles. That's why it's called the grieving journey. So check on your peoples. And that's why we spent my next tattoo, suicidal thoughts, right? In your head, do it a billion fucking times. Don't do it physically because scenario. All that bullshit is not a selfish, it is a selfish act every which way. So, situation, so number one, when the person does it, it's domino effect. It's like the butterfly effect. What happens to you after you do that? Just say your spirit watching this and people are just dropping like flies because you're not here no more. Yeah, it's a selfish act every which way. So, reach out for help and guidance when you go through a grieving journey. If you're losing, if you don't know what to do with your feelings. Because, yeah, it's easy to run and fucking take yourself out, right? But then, domino effects. You take yourself out, now your kid, parent, best friend, you know, they take themselves out, or they become zombies added to addiction because of your selfish act. So, be careful with that, respectfully, you know? 3 Christmas ago, I found my mom shot dead, and I haven't been the same. Oh, man, hugs and prayers, my condolences, wives. Once again, like, you know, that situation, obviously someone took her out of a situation, and it sucks. That's why, as beings, you gotta be very, very careful you get involved with. Very fucking careful. But when I talk the terminology, empath, narcissist, deflection, projection, we're just a fucking being. Like me as a being, I don't see beings. Blue conversations, NPCs, entertainers. Your God and world is worldly bullshit. It's all horizontal. You give a shit about race. All my tattoos, race, religion, politics, I don't give a fuck about none of that bullshit. My God and love is vertical. I give a shit about higher source of myself, and you teach me about you. What? I don't care about anything man-made. I'm happy you're rich, you're beautiful, OnlyFans, gang mafioso. Yeah, there's many categories, but teach me about you. I want to know about you as a physical being and your energy and shit. I can judge you off the rip, man. Are you a square love? Are you a circle toxic love? Or you're a zombie? You're cooked. An addict and addiction. All you zombies, respectfully, you've been out doing the healing journey, detox, rehab. Yo, your God in love is what? The worst of physical addiction. Drugs, alcohol, pills. Which I say the bottle, with pills to come Skittles, and then from their drugs. You can't respect the call yet. You cannot say God nor love. Not yet, comma, not yet. What? Who are you to judge me? Oh, I love when they call me the fuck out. Who are you to judge me? Face tattoo, 1% woke, where the referee judges of all the universes. That's who I am. I called you out. It's very direct, isn't it? To get your attention. Now, what will you do with these feelings? What will we do? Here's the best part. What will we do with these words? And just to let you know where the universe has feelings. What? Think about it really good. Does any word have feelings? Does death word about death? What's sad feels sad, and so on and so on. No, you, us physical beings, satirical people, us weak beings, we attach our feelings to these words and get power and weight. Like that saying, words get deeper than a knife. I'm gonna add to it, comma, if you allow them to, they shall. What do you mean if I call me a bitch? I don't give a shit if you call me a bitch, but if I call you a bitch, will that hurt your feelings? Why do you feel like a bitch? Why do you feel like a bitch? It's just a word, you know, respectfully. Memories are all some happy, lots of regrets. Well, yeah, because why? So here's the kicker. When someone passes away, like, let's say scenario, you bumped into my brother and I, right? I came by sitting with my brother, right? We had a good conversation at the end. You know, he wanted, let's chill with me at the hotel. I'm like, what do you want to do at the hotel, man? Like, let's drink. I don't drink. I don't party and kick it. Respectfully, I didn't do that life like you did, right? So just behave, brother. I love you and shit. Behave and, you know, see you tomorrow. And that was our last conversation. And that's everybody else. Like, you know, they were kind of bumping heads with my brother type of situation. So they felt really bad because their last conversation with my brother was bad. Talking shit to each other at each other's throats, right? And the guilt, that's when guilt kicks in. Shame kicks in, like, fuck. You did not, yeah, but that's why, once again, the grieving journey, checking your peoples every which way. When someone passes away, that's what, like the movie, it's fucking flashbacks every which way. And the worst grieving journey is that when your exes, especially, you know, body by your sides, break up, divorce type of situation, You're sure, for sure, friends, best friends, co-workers, you bump heads, they move away. Remember this, guys, to remind you, everyone's traumatized. It's easy to fucking run. Deadass, man. And another thing I want to say is like, it's easy to do nothing, it's hard to do something. What? It's a riddle. Think about it. It's easy to be fucking lazy, right? Like, man, I gotta use the restroom, but I don't want to use the restroom, but I gotta go. If I don't, I'm gonna just fall up right here where I'm laying out, right? So now you're like, fuck. You gotta motivate yourself, inspire yourself to go use the restroom, to walk, to move around. Because what? Overthinking traumas and bullshit. Me personally, I'm a homebody. If I have to do this man-made world of fucking working a man-made dollar, I would just chill at the crib. Dead the fuck ass. I'd just be like, chill with you guys, these conversations. If I have to about bills, co-parenting and all that stuff, I'll be chilling. I don't care. Respect for you. I could be home all day, chilling. I could watch anime and do my thing. That's it. I'm cool. I don't have to deal with beings, respectfully, because I'm blessed as one being. My number 90%, 90% of you, this conversation triggers the fuck out of you, especially the boys, right? We're not talking about the healing journey, but then y'all claim you want love, and 95% of you don't even know what love is. Because if you did, what do I say? If you know what love, okay, no, do you know what love is? Do you know what it is? If you know what it was, I promise you 1,000. My tattoo, you will not stay in toxic love, broken, codependent for too long. You know the door is right there. You know for 1,000%, you hurt people's feelings, right? Their feelings, not your feelings. Especially them mistreating you. Yo, you say you love me, but you're mistreating me. I gotta go. What? Hey, I'm about to hurt you. That's your choice of free will. Why do you allow me to hurt you? Here's the best part. When anyone leaves, what's it called? Rejection. Respectfully, death, it is rejection. You can say to a certain extent, because why? God, the universe is taking your person from your life, and it sucks. Now you gotta continue on with life while they're not here no more, And that's the part that becomes hard as a forewarning. But if you have real support teams, you reach out for help and guidance, have these conversations, I promise you 1,000, you can potentially evolve. Because you focus all your mental health. They check on you. What's up with you? How you feeling today? You good? You can verbalize you're good. If you want to talk about it, you don't have to. All terminology, I respect your boundaries. I'm here for you whenever you want to talk. If not, then my motto, day by day, baby steps, I was raised by a narcissist, and I live with them. I need advice because it bleeds in my relationship. Imagine, could you give me advice? Oh yeah, most definitely, Jack. Here's the kicker. So when it comes to households, right? A lot of parents are more narcissistic, especially on our father's side, because as men, we're not taught about feelings, these conversations. Respect. I say it all the time to calibrate the fuck out now, right? My narcissist trait that I control. Show me any man on any platform that speaks what I speak. So 1,000% not skims it, mentions it. Oh God, the universe, spiritual universe. Yo, no, deadass. I keep it about the household. I'm gonna tell my body right. It's gonna say on my back. It's gonna say, every day above ground, how are both your four walls, your mental home and your physical home? Are they hell on earth or heaven on earth? I got a fresh tattoo on my back. It's a big cross tattoo, right? It says, everything's at home. Tell you about every day above ground, the real war starts, at home, I believe it says. No, it starts behind closed doors. Everything's at home, behind closed doors. Who is the slave master? -S. Who is the slave? -S. Everything's at home, behind closed doors. So let's say scenario, my pops, once again, he loves us, religious talk, all the good stuff, right? Boy, he's a Catholic, all the great jazz, right? But mistreated my moms, very physically abusive, all the good shit, emotionally and spiritually abusive, yeah. And us, all 7 siblings. So my pop's not knowing, I love my pop, he's not in this conversation, give him grace. He's a slave master, and all my mom's and 7 of us were the fucking slaves. The slave never fucking died. To this day, he hasn't died at all. But no one talks about that bullshit. Y'all talk relationships? Who's the slave master? Who's the slave? All you squares like I used to be to the fullest? Because you're too empathetic, you're too nice, you're too gullible, you call it people pleaser. Yeah, and the person's by your side, and your parents, their fucking circles, the bad boy, the bad girl, the fuck boy, the fuckers, the bullies, the racist. The worst of all, the zombies that's addiction. They're the slave masters. On my tattoos, the slave masters that says fuck your feelings, because that's what they're telling you, and they say they love you, and they go to church, a bunch of motherfucking heroes and hypocrites to the fullest, and they don't know this conversation. Gotta change the ways. Well, everybody's changed every day above ground. Everybody's saved every day above ground. You just become unsaved. On my tattoos, when you become the circle and the zombie, that's your choice and free will. You can change. All the bullshit narcissists can't change. They can change when they're ready to. When they're reaching for help and guidance. Everyone has narcissist traits. Why do you think in touch relationships, you ain't heard a fucking fly bait you at each other's throats? Right. The devil's coming out of all of us. Why? The question is why? And you love them, really. That's called toxic love, man. That's not love at all, respectfully. So if you live with them, Especially if you're underage, all you can do is adapt to your environment best as possible. I tell my one-on-ones, young cats, just stay in your room type of situation. Just say you're studying, you're reading the Bible. If that triggers them, then guess what? Like, if you can reach out for help and guidance type of situation, other family members, you know, you have the system, quote unquote, which can be you gotta be careful with that, because a lot of people in the system are narcissistic as fuck, because they give a shit about a dollar. They'll say, we're here for you. No, they're there for the dollar, because they know the state gets involved, money's involved. It's a bloodbath bullshit type of situation, and it sucks. But that's why, for the time being, you adapt to your environment until you get, like my situation. I hit 18, graduated, fucking left the household. I like Forrest Gump. I fucking ran. I didn't even look back. Moved to Seattle, 3 hours away. Like, fuck yeah. Like, this, all these people, man. Like, holy shit. Like, race, culture. My little motto about Seattle, big cities, taste the fucking rainbow. Literally, all the culture and beliefs to the fullest. You know, and that's why, once again, if you want to go like out your race, stay out your race, that's cool. But it's gonna be a lot of situations, because, you know, your beliefs, their beliefs, family and traumas and bullshit. It's all that. Like, yo, keep it simple, man. As long as you and your partner are blessed, that's what matters. Every which way. Like me, I'm born as a Catholic. If I was to date, for example, a girl that's atheist, you know, obviously my family's giving me shit about it. But yo, like, kid out. You have to say that, but here's the kicker. Like, I learned the hard way, and this is, her and I are blessed to the fullest. So that's my girl. I'm dating her. I'm not dating you guys no more, respectfully. Like, if you want to disown me, that's your choice, free will. I respect it. I don't care. You know, respectfully. You know, I have just one friend from middle school, another family or friends. I'll check up on him. Oh yeah, please do. Yeah, once again, check on your peoples every which way. Sorry guys, I'm trying to bounce back and forth to everybody. You're right. Right. I see that they overstep into my personal life, and I feel like my girl doesn't feel prioritized. Well, here's the kicker. So, like, if you're in middle school, here's the kicker. When I say respectfully, I get it. I was you, right? Over myself. I have 8 kids, right? Single 5 kids, co-parenting. I thought all of them, like, yo, I don't even have these feelings, right? The downfall feelings aren't factual. You think this is love? It's not love. You know, like, yeah. So, yo, break it down. You're in middle school, high school, in a toxic household, and they're in a toxic household, and you guys think magically somehow you come together and do love? Sure, in the beginning, everyone does the same shit. Everyone says the same shit. And anyone asks you, how you bitch about your partner, toxic relationship, well, how were they in the beginning? I'm going to have a bag and say, in the beginning, ... love. And then it doesn't say, so when they go to toxic love, when the red flags are happening, when they start passing boundaries, when the sparks are ending. What? Everybody said the exact same shit. The first line of the Bible. In the beginning, yeah, in the beginning was love. Everything starts with love. Every person you like to the fullest, it starts with love. Either they're sociopaths, psychopaths. They have to act nice. There's love for now, karma for now. So when they start passing boundaries, start being mean to you, that's called toxic love. So why are you allowing it? What do you mean I'm allowing it? I'm not getting mistreated. You are. You know, I preach about doors, because that's the miracle of sighting from God, the universe, your ancestors. Spanish 101, hasta la puerta. English, the door's right there, right? The door's right there. That's a miracle of science. I preach about doors to all my one-on-ones. That's why they'll be like, man, now I'm counting doors. Yeah, because you go every morning, every night, we bitch about one door. It's our household, right? But we love what? All these other doors. I love my job. I love the gym. I love Dubai, Hawaii. Yeah, man-made bullshit. But eventually, I go back home. So how's your home? Respectfully. And it's straight to the fucking point. So why? So you don't be here forever and bitch about one person. Especially if you're adults. Yo, you can leave whenever you want to. You can hurt their feelings as their feelings. But they've been hurting your feelings. So why you choose that? Once again, do you pray about how it manifests that one day God, Jesus, Allah, Buddha, Muhammad, the universe, the spiritual answers will magically wake up your partner and they love you like you love them? To call you out, that's not factual. Because if you're loving them, which is what? Your choice of free will. If they're mistreating you, that's their what? Choice of free will. So why do you allow it? If you have no kids, you'll be like fucking Forrest Gump and run. That's not your fucking kid. That's an adult. But once again, when it comes to the middle school, high schoolers, you can't do this shit yet. At all. You don't know this conversation yet. You know? God can do it. Yo, I'm bored as a cat. Yo, he's done it. It's been done. So if you're an empathetic person that's square, you chose that shit. You're saved. All these circle zombies, they're unsaved because they choose to do wrong, which is their choice, free will, every which way. So that's why if you're a square empathetic person, and you need to talk to households, you want to ease your life, a better life. First and foremost, go to the suburbs, every fucking which way. Less toxicity, more love for the most part. Especially the Queens, hella healing journey. Fuck, that's why I'm in the north side of Seattle. Downtown and south side, They look like I do. You know, we look at each other type of situation, but I know the circles. And zombies are fucking cooked. I could potentially have some conversation, but I'll trigger them because I'll be, yo, if the queen try to hit me up, what's up, Poppy? I'm like, yo, what's up, Miss Fake Queen? How you doing? How's it going? You know, I'll get to know you. Like, yeah, you want, you can get to know me type of situation. We could try, like, I respect, but I don't do opposite attract. Look at me, Queen. Yes, you're beautiful, exotic, cosmetically, but to test you in a positive manner, take anywhere in my body, tell me a story about my tattoo. I just want to hear your mindset. What? Because I date your mind. What do you mean you date your mind? I keep it simple. Yes, cosmetic, you're beautiful, right? But respectfully, toxic love with us, a dime a dozen, especially in the gutter hoods. There is no love and lust in the gutter hoods. Very fucking rare. I'm from the gutter hoods, but I didn't fall to the streets of fullness. You about the life. Do you party and kick it? Clubs, house parties, and bars? Yeah, there's no love in the gutter hoods. But if you want to meet your fucking future baby mom, baby father, and get in badass situations, go for it. That's what this shit happens downtown, sad on the south side. Every fucking night. Especially in the weekends. I pray for the universe. I go my day of my life, you know, respectfully. Yes, I quit marijuana and gambling, but I struggle with lust. Oh, well, lust, it's because why? Lust is hard. Deadass. That's why, as a being, before you get in relationships, test your lust. All this shit, you know, like mentioning is biology, the Bible. Fuck your biology, respect. Nothing as the Bible. It's not the Bible, it's you as a being. So here's the kicker: test your lust. Pathetically easy. I'm in Seattle, right? Big cities. Go to the gym. A lot of queens fucking wear what? See through everything. They're by their choice. But when shit happens to, I have compassion for them. I don't feel sorry for them. Like, you know what you're wearing. First and foremost, you know that, right? You're out for lust 1,000%. And when these boys are too narcissistic, too fucking lustful, what the fuck did you expect? Didn't read the Bible with you? Yo, we saw it. Once again, I have compassion for her and feel sorry for her. I tell my daughter the same shit. Like, yo, rock that shit off, dress like an OnlyFans. Shit happens to you. I have compassion and feel sorry for you. Respectfully, remember this. I'm your father. Where's my daughter's? Where's your mom's at? She's somewhere in Seattle, right? She's not here no more. I haven't been in our daughter's life for like, hey, what's that money you doing? One morning, what you call it, for like 14 years type of situation. Fuck, yeah, like 14, 15 years. Some shit like that. I already lost count. So my tattoo. She is a mother. She is a parent, but she's a Debbie mother. Respectfully. And she's on a journey, not a healing journey, right? So that situation, that's why as a being touched, let's go to the gym. How do I know she's pierced? See through everything, right? And they go to the bikini barista dance, all of us in the world. And people are like, they're like shy about that shit. If you go to the beach, they're wearing bikinis, basically lingerie. So if you go to the beach, you're comfortable, but you go to bikini barista dance, you're fucking uncomfortable. Why? You have to fuck ask why, you know? But anyways, there it is. If you go to a beach, you know, and you go to a bikini barista stand and you're staring at a woman, a man, whatever you're into, typically the women wise, because they show up to everything. You're not ready for, you can't do monogamy. A and B, you and I, and that's it. All I see is you, and that's it. I tell the queens, you know, like, it's a potential. Yo, I don't give a shit if you look at guys. Like, okay, I know they're guys, but all I see is you. When that person tells you that line, all I see is you. Yo, they're square, they're fucking love. You know, every which way. Now, you guys, can you match your energy? All you see is her, or you see her and everybody else, and you know, you can't control your love. Yeah, because a lot of queens, yo, cosmetics-wise, they show a lot of flesh and shit. Now, tattoos, sex appeal. I love tattoos, right? So I tell people, yeah, he or she, you know, they're beautiful, but here's the kicker. Look inside them. What do you mean inside them? Inside of their broken dog you lost. Are they doing a healing journey? So that's why the man versus woman, there's no such thing. Especially the cyber universe. Yo, all the queens run the universe in the whole universe, every which way. Straight gay, trans after them. But here's the kicker. They can pull anybody they want to. Several tattoo options, right? But can they keep them? Can they keep, you know, keep themselves out of a situation? Will it be love or toxic love? Japanese, yeah, you're just on a journey, no healing journey, respectfully, you know. You got 2 lives running? Damn, I actually have 5 running, Jack. I got both my TikToks. I got a Meet Me, a Bigo, and then Twitch. Because for some reason, out of my iPhones, I don't know what's going on my iPhones. Like, I tried both of them, and the Twitch is something's going on where, like, the last four sessions, it recorded it, but it was upside down. So I have to use software to fucking fix it, which is tedious. I'm only one person, guys, first and foremost, behind the screen, you know that, right? Second of all, it's a live podcast. Third of all, I'm trying to push my content. So this is all me. I don't got a squad, you know, it's just all me type of situation. So eventually, these live sessions will be on my YouTube and my Spotify. So if you want to go to Coach Reader Podcast, scope it out. This is all I talk about for almost 6 years now. Deadass. You want to see the overage my soul? My ex is a narcissist because of her, you know, the family's falling apart. No, it's because of us. It's because of I was not taught to have this conversation. I can talk to every female in the universe but her. but I love her. Make that make sense. Respectfully, you know. Gotta start my healing journey. Completed it 6 years ago. It's facts. Anything of this earth is made of just dust. Thousand. Including our bodies, God, homes. Gold, homes, art, cars, etc. For sure. I'm happy you comprehend that. That's why, like my mentors, right, is that I have like 5 at the same time. Oh yeah, you know what's that, man? What's up? You know what you gonna call it? My mentors, they don't even know that my mentors, but I highly recommend it. Spotify, YouTube, but Spotify, I go for walks, you know. I'm in Seattle, love it. So anyways, Johnny Chang, Religious Talk, Sati Tim, Buddhist Teachings, and then Laura Wheeler, Counseling Therapy. Just those 3, there's many out there for sure, right? But I love all 3 of them because guess what? They test my mindset every which way. And that's why, once again, this is from Johnny Chang. My God in love is vertical. If your God in love is horizontal bullshit, then you care about man-made bullshit, which I'm gonna call you the fuck out. Yeah, corny ass conversation debate. What do you bring to the table? I'm gonna tell him my back. Eventually, make sure to it doesn't say other than your body, your beauty, your looks, your lust, your job, your car, your money, your home, and man-made BS. What do you bring to the table? I just stripped all the universe from all the universes. So you can't bring beauty? Nope. My tattoos? Nope. Your job? Nope. What do you got? Nothing? Crickets? Cool. You're a blue pillar. You're an entertainer, NPC. You're just on a journey. Go to church. Church is not the issue. You are the issue. End of story. So when you start your healing journey, I used to be like you. That's why I give a shit about mental health and you as a being and the person by your side. So I call you out. Well, how are you before them? I was loving the universe, love. Yeah. And you imagine you met this person that sold you a fucking dream and they're still by your side. Why? Do you have kids with them? No. They run like Forrest Gump. Respectfully, who gives a fuck if you hurt their feelings? That's not yours, that's theirs. Respect the boundaries. Yo, I'm about to break up with you. You're about to be my ex. You want to talk about it? I can be your support team. We can figure out this together why it failed. And they can hate you. Nah, fuck you. Hate me. They go hurt people. You're hurt other people. I'm not going to do that. In the beginning, you want to do that, but you shall do it. Everyone's fucking robotic. Everyone's robotic. So what are you? A square, circle, a zombie, respectfully, you know? Same, I had a bad final conversation with my mom's. Took her for granted and never truly thanked her. Well, give yourself, guys, everybody does. Give yourself grace, guys. Give yourself grace to the fullest. Like, nobody knows when anyone's about to die. You know that, right? Even if it falls off and let's say now you bump it with your mom, your sibling, whomever, your best friend type of situation, a coworker, and you ever to his throats, but you did not know that it passed away. Do not let shame and guilt kick it hard. Why? That's why you do closure for yourself. You forgive, communication, whichever piece about communication, right? You cannot forget it. It happens to the being. You live the situation. The second hardest part for a lot of people to do is to let go. Do closure for yourself. Comprehend why it happened, right? Do comprehension and let the situation go. That's why I trust. You think scenario? I use the word faith and idea. There's afterlife, reincarnation, the next lifetime. All that great jazz. They're just chilling, watching you. Their spirit energy does not die at all. But yes, physically you can't see them at all anymore. If you got a spiritual gift where you can sense them, then there it is. They're just a forewarning type of situation. They're still there. They're just observing you. So try to do the best as possible. And like my little model, like, people that have fallen, they're just making sure you're behaving, not misbehaving, So just do your part and then give yourself grace. And definitely reach out for help and guidance. Have real support teams. I promise you 1,000%, the billions that don't have, when you have real support teams, these conversations, you will evolve a lot faster in life. And my one-on-ones, they be like, I'm kind of codependent of you. I go, this is positive codependency because what do we talk about? Every time we talk about, we check in, how you doing, how's the family, how's life, and it's all about your mental health. I go, don't feel guilty. You can come back here a billion times. That's cool with me. You can't take my energy, because you're going through it. Especially younger than I am. I tell you, you're the old rich myself. What do you mean? A lot of my followers, one-on-ones are queens, young queens, the fullest. 18, 25, because they're trying to do love. I'm like, yo, queen, you're mad, young. You don't know what love is. I know you want to give love to this person, right? But are they ready for it? That situation, will they match your energy? If not, if they take your energy, that's toxic love. And if you're doing yourself, your love, and you're doing the opposite track, it's not going to work out. So the best thing for you to do is walk away. And that's for everybody out there. You as one being can't handle rejection. If you get out of rejection, don't try relationships yet. You're not ready for it. Because remember to inform you, anybody can walk away whenever they want to. That is their choice, if it will. It does not matter how they leave you. For you, what? They cheat on you? That's their choice, if it will. They divorce you? That is their choice, if it will. Now, God is testing you. What we do with your feelings? This is called rejection, because Adam disobeyed God, domino effect. Love is preservation. So I got that on my forehead. So religious talk, I got Adam and Eve. Left ear, I got Cain and Abel. Right ear, I have Noah's Ark. So Adam and Eve, I used the same thing. Dead ass, because Eve messed up. Adam is the husband, respect his wife type of situation. Because two, we're all here suffering. We can say that for sure. Bible talk, Jesus was pure, born from a virgin, Virgin Mary and all that great jazz. So he was not born with sin. We were born with sin because of Adam and Eve type of situation. But that's why as a being, he is so grace. If you did wrong, acknowledge that shit so you don't do it again. Let that shit go. Cool. Like the overage myself, as men want to talk to our partners type of situation. So we emotionally cheat. Everyone catches feelings. You bitch about your partners. It goes to emotionally cheating, and then it goes to what? The phone, social media, third party. I'm on tattoos. And then Jada Will Smith, monogamy. Then goes to Jada August, entanglements, cheating. After my boss is like, he's like, with my hands, he's like, what's that about? Like, I told him what I just told you guys. He's like, that's fucking beast. Like, straight to the point, right? Tell me I'm wrong. He goes, nah, you're not fucking wrong at all. I'm just calling me the fuck out. Like, yo, it's easy to fucking cheat. It's pathetic easy to cheat. But if you're doing that, how can you say love? How can you say God the universe? I call you the fuck out. Don't say God love the universe. Because God's not being a fuckboy fuck girl. You are. The question is why? Because the devil does not put a gun to your head. He plants a seed. Now, what will you do? Because Lucifer had what? Choice free will. You have what? Choice free will. And your partner has choice free will also. So if I was your partner, I'll walk the fuck away. Kids and all. It's gonna hurt, yeah. But my situation, I already comprehend it. If you're about to go through it, it's gonna hurt really fucking bad. Your family's about to fall apart. And now you don't want to have your family separate type of situation. But if it's toxic, it's fucking not healthy. You don't want your kids to grow up in toxicity like you did. And that corny, which once again, I'm not gonna fucking if tradition was working, why is everyone suffering? Your parents are together, miserable as fuck. Aunties, uncles behind closed doors, miserable as fuck. Grandparents, how the fuck's your grandpa, 70-year-old, still fuck boy, talking shit, and goes to God's house, Allah, Buddha, whatever the higher source is. The belief is not the issue. Nobody believes the issue. It's you as a being. I was talking to Ted Ami, he's gonna say, God's not the issue, your belief's not the issue, the Bible's not the issue, the church is not the issue. It's the beings in the church that are the issue. More than the male side says, the more narcissistic. Respectfully. What? Respectfully, like you teach about your belief, but if you're doing wrong, but yo, I'll call you out. Yo, why you say God? What? Why you preach? Why you have tattoos of scripture in your body? Yeah, you're tattooed. You're a fair hypocrite. What? You're a fuckboy fuck girl. You're a circle. So don't ever say higher source. Ever. Until you start your healing journey, and then you comprehend where I'm coming from. So that's my job and gift, to trigger your feelings. And when I walk away, face to face, behind the screen, what do you do about your feelings? We don't have to ever see each other, and you can hate me. I love haters 1,000%, because guess what? Before you pray, before you say hello God, before you say your kids, I'm the first fucking thought in your mind. Fuck the guy with tattoos. Fuck him, but I'm blessed. Why do you let me take your energy? Make that shit make sense, respectfully, Respectfully to the fullest. Can people who become zombies unzombify themselves? Yes. When they are ready to. But I have to keep it 1,000. As a being, like, coding talk, they all see zeros and ones. The healing journey, me as one being, all see squares, circles, and zombies. But here, vertically, it says weak zombies, addicts, and addiction. Because no zombie can say they're strong until they start the healing journey, mental health, rehab, real support team. But here's the kicker. Especially the zombies are cooked because my situation, I comprehend addiction 1,000%. I know personal experience. I don't wake up, you know what? Time to get drunk, I'm gonna get high, take my Skittles, AK pills. Nope, you do. And like my brother told me this, rest in peace. Like you have the personal experience. You're strong for that, man. A lot of people can't do that. And that's when he tested me, like, check out this little say that's factual. He'll be like, I'm gonna tell you some words, and tell me what you're thinking about. Say what you gotta say, type of situation. I go for it. He'd be like cocaine. I'd be like booger sugar. He starts laughing, Blues, ice. I'm like, I know those are drug terminology wise, but if I wanted to research it, hell with that too. And this is back in 2013, 13. Like even prior to that, I can research it, but I know the drugs. I know the terminology is drugs. I don't give a shit about drugs. He's like, you see, you don't, I do. And ask me the same questions, and he would tell me stories. Partying, kicking, wild girls, everything. Yeah, you see, I can tell you stories. I got previous experience. So for us, I already graduated from rehab 3 times. He's all, you tell me though, you say those words, I hear those words, my mouth waters, dead the fuck ass. my mind is going like, fuck, you know, because I know the high, I know the trip. You don't know nothing about that. I was like, yeah, because respectfully, we grew up that bullshit. I went to Seattle. Like, in big cities, what is buying drugs? Say the word drug, hey, we're going to get ice, blues, whatever. They're throwing this, everyone's throwing this shit in the fucking table. Yo, choose your Skittles, man. How stuck do you want to be, you know, how much of a zombie do you want to become? So, once again, when they're ready to detox, they can. But the downfall of this situation is, like, I call them on Seattle all the time. Okay, shit, I'm happy you're in rehab, you're doing sobriety, but here's the kicker. God in your results and test you. So when you get rejected once again, how you handle rejection, you know exactly about the worst physical trauma bomb, which is drugs, alcohol, pills. The zombie, that life, right? You've been about the life, right? You're trying to change your ways, it's phenomenal. But what will happen when you get rejected? Because for one, no one's got to stay. Kids and all, no one's got to stay. You did your part, you're changing your ways, all of good shit, God, Buddha, which is phenomenal. But anyone can leave whenever they want to form you. If they do, how will you react? How will you respond? Will you fall back to drugs? Will you go get high and drunk because you don't want to feel these feelings? You're scared to be alone, face tattoo, and you want to become numb? Then go for it. Go be a zombie again. But it's once again, give yourself grace. As long as you trying, you know, respectfully. But they can. Once again, it's their choice, if you will. 37 years crack, I understand. Fabian, well, prayers that you're doing better, King. Once again, I am, brother. I love you as I live in my illusion. Love you too. Do you regret the tattoo? Oh no, I love my tattoos, 1,000%. My tattoo, respect to this, no race competition. My tattoos are a map to life. That's my job. I get to trigger everyone's feelings. Now, what we do with your feelings when you see my tattoos? Potential to be the queen to shoot the shot. Go queen shit out. I'm gonna send you a picture of all my tattoos. If any word in my body triggers you behind the screen or face to face, it's not gonna work out. What? There's nothing to try. Why would you want to be with somebody that has a word in the body that triggers you? Make that make sense. And I mean, a scenario, we're a couple, we're sleeping together in the bed, I'm shooting this type of situation, and all of a sudden, you know 1,000% that tattoo triggers you every fucking day. Why would you want to be with me? Because you love me, because of my energy, because of conversations. We be associated, it could be a friendship, and that's it. Maybe down the road, when you're doing your healing journey, we can potentially, if I'm still single, we can try, but for the time being, it's not going to work out. You're about to self-sabotage your life, get involved with me. I'm forewarning you. How do you know? I comprehend energy. I see future in a positive manner. It's not going to work out. Why don't you be with somebody else that word triggers them also? I don't recommend it, but once again, I don't do opposite track. I'm not trying to hurt nobody at all. Because I keep it 1,000. I don't sell dreams. Keep it 100. Don't worry. God leaders will change their ways. That's not factual. Respectfully, it's been changed, but they're choosing to do wrong, which is their choice of free will. Your choice of will to stay or not stay, which I don't recommend staying, because why? When you do this healing journey, we all say the same shit. I wish I was younger. It's a past been written. If my parents taught me, they didn't. Give them grace. So don't do the same thing they did type of situation. Because I'm going to tat on this. I have 39 right here. I'm going to tat it 3, 7, and 12. So people are like, what do you have 3 on you for? Because I give people 3 chances. I give nothing crazy. If I want you 3 times after that, I just walk away type of situation, Or if you want to do debate about feelings, whatever, man-made bullshit, cool. I don't give a shit about these subjects. I don't care about words as being. If you do, I'm just warning you to hurt your own feelings, get involved in this conversation. And when I trigger you, which I shall, because once again, I don't give a shit about words. Potentially you do. I'm going to traumatize you. And I'm going to add more trauma into your life. And you're man to your head. And if the rap artist, you have all these doors of pain that are wide open that people hurt you. Why do you want to do this conversation? Now I'm going to hurt you with words. And to inform you, to remind you, no word in the universe has feelings. Trauma does not work trauma. Triggers don't work triggers. You do. I used to be like you respectfully, Free will exists, but only insofar as it aligns with God's will. 1,000%. Was on the 15s for a while till I got into aviation. He got real once I started trying to improve. What's 15's close? You want to elaborate, please? Pops died from coke and alcohol at 49. Shit. 4 years. I'm 45, so 4 years from now. Shit. When I was 17, 22 now, I realized it had to happen. And this is the part, once again, the grieving journey, right? So to form people, like people in your life will fall. That's why the intent is not to become them. That's why my terminology. I don't become a zombie. I'm a single. We finally said it out. So I see a lot of zombies in Seattle, right? Even behind the screen. And my job is to get people feelings. It's a reality check. And I ask you, yo, king, queen, like, just give us like respect your boundaries. Remember terminology, respect your boundaries. Like, do you have kids by chance? Like, no. So here's the kicker. I live in Seattle, living in my van, because my home's 3 hours away, so I'm a single father of 8 kids. So why am I doing what you're doing? You and I should be together, chilling, getting high, getting drunk. I have the right, quote unquote, to last 2 families. You have no kids and you're a zombie, you're cooked. What are you gonna do the day you get a relationship and you have a kid and she squashes with you? You gonna jump off a cliff? You might get to that point. Because trust me, when you lose a family, it hurts really fucking bad. And then when you do this healing journey, you comprehend why it failed. You're doing co-parenting like I'm doing co-parenting. You missed the fucking hole. You missed the family dynamic. But guess what? Give yourself grace. Like I give myself grace. Nobody taught me this shit. I went to private school, college, nothing. No one taught me. Hey, Vito, check out. This is called the healing journey. Mental health, empath, narcissist. None of the terminology. Fucking zero. Maybe you go to college and study to be, a counselor therapist, or there's social media. I promise you thousands. Study specific words. Narcissist, empathist, my word, empath, deflection, projection, gaslighting, manipulation, trauma bond, soul ties, triggers, overthinking, reactive use, the healing journey, the generation cycle. Just study those words. TikTok, AI, etc. Type it in there. Hey, ask the AI, what's the healing journey? What's the trauma bonds? There's a definition. Go on TikTok. Everyone has their own stories. And when you hear these people, it's to trigger your feelings. Oh, that's what I'm doing? That's what I'm stuck on? That's why I can't leave? There you fucking go. Now, you're doing A, communication. A, when you're ready to do B, comprehension, you walk the fuck away when you're ready to let go. Especially, I tell the queens all the time, there's no kids involved. No. Yo, be like Forrest Gump and run. Go to that door. Don't ever fucking look back. To remind you, queen, that's not your fucking kid. Stop being his babysitter, his mother, his father's provision house. Let him fuck up. That is not your kid. I promise you 1,000. Especially social media. He can go on social media and tell a sob story that, you're the fucking batter. You're the narcissist. And some empathetic queen that thinks that she can save his ass will take his ass in. And she'll get destroyed way worse than you will. Hurt people, heal people, heal people. So once again, that's talking the time. Fucking run. Little kids, run. Don't even look back. Let him cry. He's knocking on the door. Don't open the door. It's raining outside. There's neighbors, right? Many doors of the universe that he can knock on. Don't open the door. But I know it'll be hard because you feel guilty. It's wrong. You really just, I comprehend that every which way I was you. Me as a being now? No. I'm matching it to the fullest. If you play dumb, I'll play dumber. You play stupid, I'll play stupider. If you get on the worst, please don't open your mouth. I will traumatize the fuck out of you. And you're matching, I'll add a door of pain. I'll eat that the fuck out. I'll be eating my popcorn, watching collab, be smiling your face, living the rent free. Why do you allow I to take your energy and I don't know you? That's the worst. If nobody's gonna hurt you, you have a lot of healing to do. Worry about somebody's. Who are somebody's? Physical beings that you know that bully you. Your parents, your siblings, your partner, your kids, the bus stop, the bus driver, whatever. Yeah, those are physical beings which you call somebody's. My terminology. Worry about them. Do not worry about nobody's. Get that ass, man. To warn people. Karma will find its way back to people. It shall, but here's the kicker. I love that once again, because obviously in my healing journey, I'm blessed now as a being, right? So, if you're talking about karma, right? If you're a empathetic person, a loving person, right? Every which way, and you're fucking bitching about your toxic relationship because your person's a narcissist, and they're a circle, my tattoo. They're a bad boy, bad girl, fuck boy, fuck girls, they're bullies, racist, they're worst of all of us, my terminology, they're zombies, addicts, and addiction. You're fucking dating karma. Literally, you're dating karma. They're the lucid disciples, my terminology, they call them the fuck out. They're the fuck ups of all universe and realms. Everything they touch, they destroy. They are karma not knowing. So you're dating karma. How's it working out for you, queens? Respect. And the answer to life, it's the fucking door. Hasta la puerta. And the door is right there. That's the miracle sign from God, the universe. It's been in our faces all this fucking time. You just don't know that yet. Karma yet. What do you mean? I'll walk away from anybody. Trust. I love to bully bullets to the fullest every which way. So that's why I say, yo, if you can't know words, please don't open your mouth. All my tattoos, they'll traumatize the shit out of you. And that's the best part. That's when Seattle be like, they're just words, huh? Like, yeah, they're just words. My healing notes. Some people's healing notes to my body. But why don't you write a book? I'm like, okay, scenario. Let's say I wrote a book. Who the fuck's gonna buy it? So respectfully, I won't waste my breath on that. And if I was to write a book, it'll only be one paragraph. What? To just say, yo, I think I have a tattoo on me. If not, we'll get a tattoo on me pretty soon. It's gonna say, the answer to life is the person in the mirror. All you ever needed was you. The end. What? You are the answer to your own life. People can bring love and life to you, right? But to phone you, they can walk away. What? Grand Rising family, my love. Hey, what's up? How you doing? How's it going? What you gonna call it? Anybody can walk away. That's what I'm gonna tell my back. It doesn't say Fear in a positive manner as a forewarning. Did you know anyone could break up with you? Anyone could cheat on you? Anyone could divorce you? Anyone can ghost you? Anyone can leave you whenever they want to. That is their choice and free will. When they do, and which they shall, how will you react? How will you respond? Or do you live fear scared of that? Can you handle rejection respectfully? First I'm sour, then I'm sweet. With the word respectfully, because I'm being mean, right? I'm putting fear in you, but I'm being respectful because I'm forewarning you. Because no one taught me this shit till I was 30 fucking 9. I hated my pops. I hated my first baby mom. I hated myself till I was 39. And I had, once again, my second baby mom, them other boys. She wouldn't tell me, how can you say you love us? You love me and the kid, but you hate yourself. I'm like, I don't know, just do. So it doesn't make sense. Like, I know it doesn't make sense. I can't give you an answer. I don't know. And that's very factual. You cannot love others if you don't know how to love yourself. You can try to love others. Yeah, you make it, it makes you feel to help them out. Yeah, but after you're away from everybody, you're at home, the kids, your partner's sleeping type of situation, and yeah, fucking you stare at your eyelids, the fucking ceiling, you're overthinking and trigger insomnia, which I don't miss none of that bullshit. Yeah, because you don't know anything about, you don't know what to do with these feelings, overthinking. That's why we have real support teams, which have help and guidance. You can evolve in life. If not, you want to suffer. This lifetime, I want to suffer till I was 39. I'm blessed at 39, right? I pray to God, the universe, in the next lifetime, I'll be younger. I'll be like 10 years old, 5 years old. I used to be a book when I was a little kid, and I studied this terminology. I don't have to comprehend it, but I'm studying it. No, only you as one being can do comprehension. Nobody can do comprehension for you at all. Nobody is the one. You're waiting for God, the universe. You're part of it. Now, what will you choose? What will you do type of situation, And that's why I focus on energy in these conversations. That's all I care about. Teaching about you as a being. And if it talks to relationship, I'll call you out, like, why are you still with them? Do you pray for that one day? For one, it's not going to happen. What? And let's say it does happen. That one day they actually change their ways. When will it be? Today, tomorrow, a year, 10 years from now, 20 years from now? Here's the best part. This ain't my spiritual gift. I can see everyone's future in front of my face easily. Let's say I know you, your toxic partner, and on both sides of the family. I know all your family. I'll call you out. Check out. There's your parents. There's your aunts, uncles, your abuelitos, grandparents, right? Now, what is the age gap between all of them? Because all you two right there, it'll be the same thing every which way. What's more? How you doing? How's it going? I'm sorry. Say it again. How you doing? How's it going? Welcome to live. But what you call it? Yeah, you become them. Like say your grandparents together, 50 years together, but your grandpa's still a fuck boy, talking shit to your grandma, and being wild type of situation. He's in God's house, church, passing boundaries, trying out the young girls, because some young girls just like OnlyFans in God's house. So do you want to become your grandma? I talk to you all the time. 50, you're gonna be within 50 years of your fucking life, be miserable as fuck, and you're gonna pray for one day God will give you, change His ways. I have compassion for you. I pray for you on my day of my life. It's not factual and respectful because both of you have choice free will. Every being has two same gifts. Every fucking morning, every breath, every day above ground is choice free will. So what are you choosing? What are you doing? You're in a toxic relationship. What's your partner choosing and doing? So you're choosing to do love, respect. They're not. So why are you with them? I know it's gonna hurt with kids, trust. I know it's gonna hurt a lot, but I'm here for you. My mouth to everybody. I'm out of your pocket 24/7, 365. Please do not ever feel alone. Face tattoos alone, I was done my face, but I got this alone tattoos like a year and a half ago or 2 years ago, right? Because why? We spell and say this. I just got tired of my one-on-ones, people in Seattle, like, listen to live podcast, people in the live sessions, I'm scared to be alone. Like, I know that, I comprehend the feeling, because that's the rejection part. Yeah, you take anybody, yeah, but here's the kicker. Nothing's wrong being alone. That's why the healing journey is very painful, the intent to detail with codependency. You don't need people in life, that's called codependency. You want people in life if they want you. Match energy, love. Not take energy, toxic love. End of story. So that's why, once again, kids and God, higher source, universe, whatever your belief is, that they're all unconditional love. But you as a kid, middle school, I destroyed every which way. You gradually becoming an adult, quote unquote. Now what? Everyone goes through conditional love, transactional love type of situation. When you start your healing journey, especially more in the awakening woke journey, face tattoo woke, you become unconditional love. I give you more to the fullest, but as a kicker, I can control and protect my energy. I can retract it to the fullest. We can physically exchange energy till sex intercourse, but if let's say she cheats, that's her choice if you will. I'll walk away. I'm gonna sit and depressed. No, remember this, guys. Everybody has the same two gifts every day background. It's choice if you will. So your partner does you wrong. What are you choosing? What are you doing? They did wrong, that's their choice if you will. So what are you choosing? What are you doing now? You leave it in God's hands. You're part of God, man. Once again, God gave you choice for will. You can walk away whenever you want to. That's not my situation. But then just to be to like bully her in a positive manner. Like let's say she's like, I'm beautiful, exotic. Yeah, queen. But here's the kicker: a zillion queens in the whole universe. Why would I stress about you one? There's gotta be other queens in the healing journey not toxic like you're toxic. So respectfully, why would I stay with you? Because you're beautiful, exotic, your body. That's fucking lust. Toxic love and lust. Dime a dozen. Now show me love and lust. Go buy a scratch ticket. That's just fucking rare. But I got a better opportunity in the suburbs. A lot of queens in the suburbs are doing healing journey, mental health, all these conversations. All my tattoos. The last time I'm in Seattle on the north side, I'm famous with my tattoos, you know? I don't know about nobody on the north side. They were about me. They think I'm from the south of Seattle to get a hood. Like, nah, I grew up in this shit, but no, I'm not about the life. Hello, number one, welcome to life. You know, respectfully. I'm sorry?
Good morning. What you up here talking about?
Oh, morning, miss. Talks relationships, you know, mental health, healing journey. That's all I talk about. That's all I care about. Because people say they want love, and they get love, quote unquote, and the relationship becomes toxic, and they stay for too long. And then they start bitching about each other. Like, okay, now what are you going to do about it respectfully? Leave it in God's hands? Pray by manifest? Which, nothing's wrong with that, but if they're not changing their ways and they keep mistreating you, why do you have them by your side? The door's right there. Anyone can leave whenever they want to, you know that, right? Are you scared to hurt their feelings? Yo, they're hurting your feelings, so match energy. Where's the college and walk away? Especially you have no kids. That's not your fucking kid. You have no kids. Run. Why do you want to deal with toxicity? Because you pray one day it'll get better? When will that one day be? Especially on top of that, if your family still together, church's corny ways, but behind closed doors, your parents are toxic, aunties, uncles toxic, grandparents toxic, and they all go to church for no reason. A bunch of pharaohs and hypocrites, respectfully. But they have man-made worldly bullshit, but as a couple, toxic as fuck. So do you want to become your toxic family? Because they're bitching about your father, uncle, grandfather still to this day. And you're bitching about your boyfriend. So why do you want to become them? Respectfully. A lot of people don't know what love is. They think they don't know. Respect. If they knew what love is, they would walk away a long time ago. Trust. I love you, babe, but I love myself more. I'm selfish in a positive manner. Because if you don't got me, which you don't got me, who got me? Nobody does. I got myself now. I got to go. There's got to be another potential partner out there that they're doing a healing journey, working on their mental health, and they actually show love. You say you love me, but you're emotionally and spiritually abusive. You say you love me, but you whoop my ass. You say you love me, but you're a fuckboy. And you believe in God? Why? Respectfully, you know? That's why I'm blunt. Every which way. This is all I talk about, because everyone bitches about relationships. Why? Why do you bitch about them? What's wrong with them? You know? So that's what you have to figure out your situation. But once again, if all you know is toxicity, that's all you know. Especially in the ghetto hoods. There is no love in the ghetto hoods. End of story. If you're adults, that's why if you want love, go to the suburbs. But if you're ready for love, if not, you're toxic. Anyone that says that corny ass line, all makes it toxic, all makes it crazy, because you're toxic and you're crazy, because that's all you fucking know. How your parents doing, if you have parents, or if they're separated, why they're separated. End the story. So the situation is, what will you do with your feelings, and when will you start your healing journey to work on your mental health? Not everybody else's, your mental health, to learn what love is. If not, hurt people, heal people. What do we do with heal people? Before you're not ready for love. But try. Go fall on your face. Say you won't hurt them. When you do that, what happens? It's not about being right. I was you. You don't comprehend what love is yet. Respectfully, you know? That's all I talk about. Because everybody bitches about their partners. Toxic love and bullshit. What are you doing with them? Why are you scared to leave them? And yes, I know when kids are involved, easy said and done, because every kid wants to see the parents together. The downfall of the kids don't know what the parents are going through. That's why it's called co-parenting. Shit gets toxic as fuck, because obviously that family falling apart. Parallel parenting. Get the courts involved. And that can trigger her or him to get my tattoos to become deadbeat mothers, deadbeat fathers. My tattoos on me. What? Everyone's a deadbeat. Do not say God, do not say love. I'll call you the fuck out. If courts are involved where you're too narcissistic and the courts is, nah, you're too fucked up, you can't be around those kids. You look at the way you can see everybody. Nah. That's understandable, because you have to work on yourself and learn from the situation so you don't do this again. If not, fucking, it's easy to make kids. You know, that's pathetically fucking easy. Now can you be a parent, co-parenting, all this conversation? No, you are the problem every which way. Every which way. That's all my tattoos for a reason. Straight to the fucking point. All you squares on the overall empathetic people, empaths, you're all love. I can have this conversation with you. All you circles zombies, my tattoo. All you circles, all you bad boy, bad girl, fuckboy, fuck girls, bullying the racist, the zombies, the addiction, addiction. This conversation triggered the fuck out of you. Especially in toxic relationship. Yeah, you're a fuck up. What? Your karma. You're destroying everything you touch because all you know is toxicity. You don't know what love is every which way. So here's the kicker: why even try? Don't say I love. No, just do poly open. My tattoos. Do poly open situations, all that shit. But day one off the rip, not day 100. No, day one off the rip. Just to let you know, I don't do relationships really. I always cheat up a situation. So I just do like situations. Hey, you're not lying to nobody. You're keeping 1,000 raw and real. If they want to get involved with you, that is their choice of free will. Every which way, as long as both you on the same page. A lot of people say like, oh, like nowadays you're 2,500. We're friends. I'm like, yeah, you're doing situations where I see benefits. My terminology, yeah. Because you're both scared of a fucking title because you want options. Myself a tattoo, but you say you love God, the universe? Make that make sense. Is God being a fuckboy fuckgirl? No, you are. Why? Make that shit make sense to the fullest. Every which way. So that's why it's a being. If you want love, date people like you that are doing love. Calm the fuck out. Yo, you doing the healing journey? Your mental health? What the fuck is that? It's called the healing journey. You say you want love, right? Work on yourself as a being. If not, enjoy toxicity. In this lifetime, how many bodies are you going through to figure out what love is? How many tears are you shedding to figure out what love is? Make that shit make sense to the fullest, guys. Every which way. That's why. That's all I talk about. Say that again.
Real talk, OG. Mean, a lot of women out there be crazy nowadays. You feel me?
No, well, yeah, well, it's the environments. I keep it 1,000. I'm a tattoo for a reason. Very, very direct. If you live in the ghetto hoods, keep it 1,000. There is no love in the ghetto hoods, at all. Those little kids, kindergartners, they have more love than adults do. Calm them for now because those kids that go middle school, high school, think that you do relations, they're gonna destroy it. And on top of that, you live in the ghetto hoods. You gotta survive at home. Talk to your household. You open your door, go into the Matrix. It's the ghetto hoods, hell on fucking earth. All this bullying and bullshit, and they go to school. It's a bloodbath. I'm from the ghetto hoods, but I didn't fall to the bullshit. I look like I did, but no. All my tattoos, mental health healing journey.
Even God talks about it how the devil, this world is the devil's world, so no one is perfect. Everyone is imperfect.
Correct, right? We're all born with sin.
Like,
Correct.
Everyone's all sinners, and no one's perfect.
Facts.
So, like, in the day, no relationship's gonna be perfect.
No.
Everyone's not gonna be perfect. And like, even it takes one woman to ruin your life and take your money, take your kids, take your car, take your house. You feel me?
Oh yeah, well
so
that's.
it's crazy nowadays.
Well, that's what God, the universe, tests you. Like, if worldly things, once again, you're gonna lose everything in life one day. Like, you literally lose everything, and when you do, and what you shout, what's gonna happen to you? How will you react? Does your life still? Check out. The universe is not stop because you're down. You go through a break, a divorce, and you get, all my tattoos, depression, anxiety, emotional breakdowns. Anxiety attacks. The world does not stop because you're down. You can literally become homeless because you break up, divorce type of situation. You can't see your kid. It'll fuck you up really bad. But once again, you had worldly things. Now you lost everything because you went through a breakup. I know. Trust me, it sucks. It hurts really fucking bad. Been there, done it. Don't miss that shit. That's why these life sessions pay it forward. Like, you can say you want love, but are you ready for? Are you both ready for it? If not, get hurt. Then what? And when you lose everything, then what? Everyone's guaranteed death. Everyone's guaranteed at rock bottom. Everyone's guaranteed to go through heartbreak and shit. Yeah, but if you reach out for help and guidance, you can evolve a lot faster. So you don't keep hurting yourself, getting involved with people. Just to warn people every which way. If not, then you can say, God, once again, your belief is not the issue. The issue is you as a being and the person by your side. That's the issue. And the question, once again, for you as one being, what will you do with your feelings? Focus all energy on you and yourself. Learn to date yourself. Learn to love you. Because if you don't got you, who got you? God, yes. Higher source has you emotionally, mentally, spiritually, 24/7, 365. Emotionally, mentally, spiritually as beings. Now, physically, who the fuck has you physically? What? If nobody has you, do you have yourself? Can you be with yourself alone? My face tattoos. Can you love you? If not, be codependent people. We're raised to be codependent. Think about it. Black and white, keep it simple. You're a little kid. You have parents, bodies by your side. Siblings, bodies by your side. You go to school, middle school, high school, kindergarten, all that good shit, bodies by your side. Keep it simple. Once again, you graduate. Roommates, body by your side. You in a relationship, bodies by your side. The day you have your own little spot, it could be a studio, it doesn't matter, and your four walls, you're coming home alone. Your family friends come over, bullshit, but guess what? They got to go home. Now everyone leaves. That's why alone sucks. It hurts. The healing journey sucks because you're trying to deal with codependency. Because every night everyone's got a body by their side, but you don't. So you're lonely. The loneliness beats you up every single night. That's why the healing journey is scary as fuck. Because you're like, man, You might do it for a month, 3 months type of situation, and then like, man, and then you jump into relation right away, or body up on the hopeless type of situation because you're scared to be alone. Like, even if they mistreat you, fuck it, they mistreat him, but guess what? I used to come home. I used to have welcome on codependency. We're all brainwashed and raised to be codependent people. Only kids, my young kids, they need adults. That's common for now. So I'm gonna tell all my kids, you need me for now. So the day you graduate, you leave the household, but I pray you survive the fucking universe, the Matrix type of situation. But I'm here for you. What? I'm here for you best as possible. Why am I talking to you now? I better start speaking to all you guys, 6 years ago, because your mother left me type of situation, and my daughter's stepmom type of situation. And that's what I started my healing journey. I'm trying to pay it forward to you guys. So you don't become, I tell all my kids, I'm going to teach you best as possible. I'm going to become your mother and father. I'm your father, no partner. There's your mom's. She got her hubby. The bump heads type of situation, because you tell me, like, yeah, look at that. Your mom and I are together, toxic relationship, right? And arguing bullshit. No relationship is perfect, but you're still going with the same situation because they don't know. We respectfully give your parents grace. They don't know. But I'm going to teach you best as possible so you don't become us. So you don't suffer as long as like I did. Because I'll call everybody out, especially my kids. Beat me at 39. What? Become woke, get your life back at 39. If not, we all suffer for all these years to be. And it does not matter what you do in life. You can graduate college, Dubai. I don't give a shit, man. I mean bullshit. But I wasn't a bitch about the person by your side. Or you build walls up. Fuck it, body hop on the whole face, which is your choice if you will, So but I'll call you out. Yeah, I used to be like you, man. I know how you feel. You say you love, no, you don't love your own self. Because if you did, whatchamacallit, why you run from everything? Why you share this conversation? I remember I'm your father. I hurt you with words. The words people you get strong with your words is who? You can hurt others, yes, 1,000%. But it's your partners, especially your kids. How can you say you love your kids but you mistreat them? Cuss them the fuck out. Right? I know you're frustrated, stressed, but once again, tell the parents, give yourself grace. Did your parents talk to you like this? Elaborate, tell you about healing journey, mental health? No, because they don't know. Now you're trying to know, you're trying to reach out for help. That's how you evolve, That's why May 3rd, the last 6 years of my life, blessed, the best years of my life, man, deadass. And nothing against my exes, my past pain, my toxic love, trauma, nor child trauma. I have nothing against my family. They don't know. Reason I say this, when you're doing your healing journey and you're evolving, trust, like, if you can pay for it to your family best possible, don't bombard them with all this conversation. Just drop, plant seeds, a little word, a little sentence, and they can look at you and say nothing. Or, what does that mean? Why do you say that? There it is. You spread the conversation. If you don't make a comment or ask a question, you want to spread a conversation, you want to know. Assuming not knowing, gossip is not knowing, thing is not knowing, judge is not knowing. You got to know, But only you as one being can do comprehension. That's when you know. You think, like to my kids, for example, like my youngest, but, I see him on the weekends type of situation, co-parenting. Brought some soda and stuff because, his pops was cooking and shit. I was like, yo, is there ice at the house? Because remember, I don't see us on the weekends. Like, yeah, there's ice. Are you sure? Yeah, there's ice. He's confident. Yes, there's ice. I'm like, man, because I want to have a soda. I don't want to have to be, I don't want it warm. If not, that bad as possible, but I'll be a little bothered. Dad, there's ice. And then I get there, and then, his father, his stepfather, his pops are like, oh, we don't have ice. I'm like, I go, Danico, Bobby, what'd I tell you? Oh, well, there was. And he's like, there hasn't been ice for like 4 days, man. You don't pay attention. And he's like, sorry, Dad, no, don't tell me sorry. Once again, I'm trying to teach you. Like, I think it's not knowing. The way you spoke, you were confident there was, but obviously you didn't pay attention, respectfully, which is cool. From now on, I'll still bring it anyways. You gotta have extra. If there's no room to throw it outside, let it melt. So be it, Hey, love, you high? Oh, I'm not high, but hey, do Mr. Whatchamacallit? No. High in general, but no, I'm not high. I'm high on life. I got a lot of energy for the fullest. That's why I speak fast. I'm trying to speak slower, so I apologize. I got too much energy. That is like, I love these conversations. You as a being, whatever you love to talk about, you'll emphasize to the fullest wise. Me, this is all I focus on. That's what the idea is that now that I used the numbing cream, I'm gonna get blasted my whole torso. All these little gaps, I'll have words. That's why I'm gonna start writing these words down. And then my boy just laid me down, just tattoo me up to the fullest. And it'll be very, very direct, straight to the point. Like Buddha's teaching, mindful, you're an empathetic person. Unmindful, you're circle narcissistic. Because they react. That's why they want war and shit. That's why you as a being on the overall, you're an empathetic person, empath. If you want, once again, trust me, a better life, a better outcome, only by the squares. Especially you are better doing your healing journey or they're Japanese to you, only vibe with squares. Because you're on the overall, you're all empathetic people. Yes, you have like maybe different beliefs, but on the overall, you don't want war. So do not do opposite track. But the downfall is when you're like I used to be, when you're too empathetic, we're called people pleasers. Because everyone, all of us would tell soft stories. Everyone play a role of victim. Boo-hoo me, my parents destroyed me. Boo-hoo me, I got bullied, talked later, can't see my kids. Yeah, sob stories and shit. Yeah, the victim mindset. You have the right to be like that for the time being now, right? But, remember to remind everybody out there, nobody is the one for nobody at all. What? You're not God, Jesus, universe. You cannot take anybody's pain from anybody at all. You can be supportive. I have 8 kids. I tell my 8 kids, I can't fiction or save you. I'm not God, Buddha of the universe. What? No. I'm just a being like everybody else, like Buddha was. I'm not God. I'm just a being like you guys. I'm just telling stories to pay it forward, So I can save you physically. If I have money financially, I can save you guys. But emotionally and spiritually, no, I cannot. What? But I can tell you stories. So I just say all we do for each other is heal, guide, support, uplift, warn. Show man up to each other 1,000%. We can't do that for everybody. So the situation.
Oh my God, you're a fucking.
Oh, you a fucking boy? Boy. What are you doing? Why do you always come here? Do you have nothing positive to say? You're just a little boy and shit, bro. Fucking dead ass. And probably you're probably drunk as usual.
Dead ass?
Yeah. All these fucking boys on these fucking platforms. Some girls too. Like, yo, I love to bully bullies. The priests come out at fucking night. They're the fuck out from like 9 p.m. to like 4 or 5 in the morning. All you zombies coming the fuck out. You're high and drunk. Why jump on here? I love to bully bullies. And that's why I call them zombies. They're human during the fucking day. At nighttime, they become zombies. Get high and drunk type of situation. If they hurt your feelings, that's my job, my gift. They're called your feelings, not my feelings. Not what we do with your feelings. Respectfully. Does that hurt your feelings? Here's the best part. To inform everybody, the word feelings, anywhere in general, has no feelings at all. I don't give a shit about words. You guys do like I used to because you give them power and weight. That's why these words hurt you. Words get deeper in life, comma, if you allow them to. They shall. Greetings, peace, be unto all with an abundance of love and respect. Oh, morning, y'all. How you doing? And I say respect to the fullest. Once again, as a being, I love to bully bullies. Respect. I don't got time. I don't want people to waste too much time and energy on bullshit conversations. So if you're not a zombie and you date a zombie, a lot of zombies for the most part, they'll keep it 100, sell dreams, and they'll hide their addiction to the fullest. The day that you find out they are a fucking zombie and they're cooked, what are you choosing? What are you doing? Through thick and thin? You pray by manifest? Yeah, as an associate, as a friendship. My terminology, like that, all the circle of zombies, all of them, every single one of them, I'll be the real support team. I'll be their associate. If they aren't too toxic, the environment is toxic, I'll call my friend. To call my girlfriend? Fuck no. That sounds mean and harsh. Why would I deal with a zombie for? Or a circle for? A bad girl, fuck girl. A bully racist. A zombie, and acid addiction by my side as a partner. Make that make sense. Well, I can't feel no saver at all. And they tell, oh, you make me feel good. Yeah, but feelings aren't factual. Because it's your feelings. So I'll just be your associate. If you want to get involved, here's the kicker. Just to let you know, I'll walk away. I don't deal with toxicity. So why would you, if I'm forewarning you, I don't deal with toxicity, and you still want to try, cool, bet. And you, my next tattoo, and after that part is, in your match in your head, when I walk away, I become your ex, I will add a door pain in your life. So why would you, and I'm forewarning you. The boys behind me, they won't phone you with this shit. They won't even elaborate this shit at all. They don't give a shit if they hurt your feelings. We're not talking these conversations. So, once again, respect is not going to work out. That's why it's being. I don't deal with toxicity. Zombies, I'll talk to them as long as they're humble. But once again, that boy, a lot of boys jump out here to talk this shit. I just block them right away. That's what I call them zombies. They call them boys. If they triggers the fuck out of them, like, I don't give a shit about words, man. If you have nothing positive to say, like, don't be on this platform at all. And that's why, once again, as a being, I love to bully bullies every which way. My tattoo. All you bullies, cyber bullies, keyboard trolls, your mother should have swallowed you. The universe would be better without you. I'm gonna try this on my back. It's gonna say, but you're here for a reason, because you're a fuck up. If you don't ever start your healing journey to your last dying breath, you will always be a fuck up. Respectfully. First I'm sour, then I'm sweet. That word respectful. And once again, I bully people in a positive manner. What? All you circle of zombies, you're fuck ups to your last dying breath. End of story. I already know that shit. That's why it's being all these squares, circle of zombies. Yes, physical. Yeah, black, yellow, purple, race. I don't care about race. I tell people, yo, I don't give a shit about race or culture. Culture can't talk to me. Race, you can speak to me. I'm speaking to you directly, face to face, behind the screen, but you don't have to speak to me. That is your choice to feel. You can walk away from this conversation. Once again, you're probably like, what the fuck is crazy? You lost it. I'm blessed. You're the one that's, you're saying quote unquote and talks relations and bitching about life, and I'm the crazy one. I'll be crazy, but I'm blessed. You be saying bitching about life for years to be, and it does not matter what you do in life. You won't be satisfied. You don't know how to love you. You think if you work harder, work to be a gym brat. I tell people, yeah, you're physically fit. Communication. Now you're emotionally and spiritually fit. Mental health. What? If not, then stay codependent. Be codependent of the gym. But I'm in a scenario, you're at work, someone triggers you, and the gym calms you down. But you can't get to the gym because you're at work. You have to fucking survive all day and then get off work and then run and be codependent of the gym. Welcome to addiction. There's all types of addiction, Well, bro, can we see the progress on your back, bro? Oh, my back today is going to be hard to see in my van, but I'll show you once again, best as possible. The only thing I added so far was the bottom of the cross. So, I'll try to show you guys here. It's going to be so hard to do. I'm not at home, man. Shit. Yeah, I can't really do it. Honestly, I can't do it. I'm on my seat. If I was home, yeah, I can stand up, turn around. But nah, it's I added to the bottom of the cross, and it says, I'll tell you right now, matter of fact, because I have too many words in my head. So let me see. But in May, I got 3 sessions back to back, 2-hour sessions. So now I got the numbing cream and deck my whole body out for sure. Well, my whole torso. So it says, every day above ground, the real war starts. Everything starts from home, behind closed doors. Who is the slave master? -S. Who is the slave? -S. Everything starts from home, behind closed doors. To reiterate, that's my newest tattoo. And what? Your parents at each other's throats, more on your father's side, your father's slave master, and your mom's and your kids getting murked. Emotionally, spiritually, and physically, you guys are the slaves. Being in toxic relationships, same situation. Slavery never died. It's behind closed doors. Every day bug around. It's heaven and hell. How's your mental home? Heaven and hell. How's your physical home? Heaven and hell. It never ended. I mean, that's the shit. Man-made slavery, sure, legally, quote unquote. But I don't give a fuck about history and bullshit. History is man-made bullshit. I care about you, teaching about you as a being, and then your environment. If you're dealing with toxicity, why? I love them. Yeah, you love them. They say they love you, but they're mistreating you. Especially if they cheat on you. I love you, babe. Those girls I'm fucking around with, they're just bitches and bullshit. There's no feelings involved. But yes, I was you. I know when they tell you I love you, it makes you feel good. Because that's the person you love, and finally they tell you, they love you, but remember to remind you to cheat on you. They should be saying this, babe, I have love for you and many others. If I loved you, I would not cheat on you. That's what they should be saying, terminology, right? But who says that any platform? Show me anyone, any therapist, counselor, life coach, all this no, they don't say that shit because they don't dissect the universe. I'm always dissecting the universe to make it more simple, black and white. That's all my tattoos are, black and white. I speak black and white, think black and white, live black and white. Gray area? Sure, you want to talk about afterlife? Sure, but do you know that? Let's say you say, I do know that. Okay, so you know about afterlife and reincarnation, quote unquote. But you're in a toxic relationship, so why don't you know your toxic relationship? Make that make sense. And it triggers the fuck out of them. What? I know it's personal, right? But that's all I care about. One being is you as a being and the person by your side. Because if you're bitching about the person by your side, why? We can talk about God higher source, but I'm going to call you out. Thank you for educating me about the God, Buddha, whatever you believe in. But it seems you know about that. Maybe that's your gift, but why do you have that person by your side? Make that make sense, respectfully. Shots fired. Triggers the fuck out of you. That's my gift. You don't know your life. You don't know what's happening at home. But don't worry, I was you. But once again, if does not exist, right? But if it would be nice when I was a lot younger that people call me out on my shit, forewarn me, hey, just I'm gonna speak to you, Japanese to you. I am communication. You would do comprehension whenever you're ready to, but here's the kicker, that person's not good for you. And the reason why it's not good for you, because energy sucks. Yeah, she's beautiful, nice body, but that's just toxic love and lust. Inside she's broken, they'll get lost. I can tell you, on the overall, you're a loving person, I'm a third person. So, whenever you're ready to, if I was you, I'd walk away. But remember this, I make it sound easy. I know kids are involved and it's sucking doesn't hurt, but if you keep staying with her, you're going to stay with too long. And God, universe, he changes ways, her ways type of situation, she can change whatever she wants and when she's ready to. And same thing for you, wives. But it's your choice if you want to stay there. It's her choice if you want to mistreat you. But yeah, she is beautiful. Yeah, she has a nice body. But once again, that's just toxic love and lust. Inside, she's broken every which way. She does not know what love and lust is. You do. But you just don't discover this shit yet, yet. But it's cool. I give myself grace. That's why, once again, cool thing about social media. If we didn't have like my nephew asked me many years ago, he's like, uncle is like, let's say there's no platforms like social media, like all this. Who would you talk to? Oh, in Eastern Washington State. I'm fucking Japanese every which way. In Seattle, please. I know it's Seattle. I go to the north side suburbs, where I'm at now. I'm famous because of my tattoos. I'm going for walks. I'm talking to random people as I'm walking. Because why? Because my tattoos. They got tattoos. I got tattoos. They're just words. But what's it about? Mental health, the healing journey. That's all it's about. That's all I care about. What? We're going for walks. There's a water's beautiful, beautiful energy, good people. But you and I as being, we're speaking to each other. You know, I want to know about you. You know, how you doing with yourself, with your mental health. What? How's everything at home? How your parents doing? Why does that matter? Because let's say once again, you graduate, you're adult type of situation, but you and your parents are still bumping heads, especially more on your father's side. So that's toxic love right there. That's called trauma and bullshit to this day. You have to deal with them as much because you move out of the household, but you know, every time you go with your parents' house, fuck, can you talk to your father? With altercations, where your father still be talking shit to your mom type of situation? Yeah, welcome to toxicity. And what about your home? You bitch about your partner, so you become your toxic family. And I'm talking to you face to face here in Seattle on a walk. You know, as the message, she's like, that's pretty deep, man. It's pretty direct. Like, I'm very direct. I don't want people to be doing this healing journey forever. You know, be lost every which way. That sucks to fucking not know what to do in life, especially when you have toxicity by your side as a partner. You don't know how to function. But you love your job. Yeah, you love all man-made bullshit. But then when you get in your car and you're driving home, you're trying to go home because it's gonna be fucking hell on earth. Drama and bullshit, walking on eggshells, all the toxicity. You gotta survive every fucking night. War is at home. All these bullshit mammy wars, that's fucking mammy wars. Once again, their God and their love is fucking horizontal. Their God and love is not vertical. That's why it's a mammy war, not a God war, quote unquote. Yeah, so, but the real war is at home. Yeah, you deal with toxicity. I don't miss that feeling. I won't ever have that feeling. Fuck no. I'll walk away from anybody. If it hurts your feelings, yo, I'll tell you in your face that your feelings are my feelings. Do you want to talk about them? Respect your boundaries. You don't have to. But that lets me know you're scared to become vulnerable. But you say you want love, relationships, just to let you know you're going to hurt people. Because you're hurt like I was hurt. But hey, what do I know? I pray for you. I go my day in my life. Respectfully, you know. But let me play some clips real fast, guys. So I'll do another 40 minutes and I'm out. Because I'm trying to respect my own boundaries to 2 hours. That's it. Not 3, 4. Even people on here, like, they have good sessions. I'm going to tell you guys, if you want to, we can, reschedule time and come back on here again. But I got to get off because I'm only one person. I'm doing this all by myself. If you want to check out, once again, it's not the current stuff, but, I'm trying to, I have thousands of hours invested in this situation, right? This live podcast. So if you want to go to YouTube, TikTok, well, yeah, for sure these platforms, but, Twitch and then Spotify, Coach the podcast, I'm blessing the first 5 people who messaged me. God bless y'all. I love that with social media. God, Buddha, say all that, cool, whatever, bless people. Sure, maybe, I don't know. I don't worry about that. Me as a being, I'm blessed every day above ground because I got my life back. Deadass, every time I go to sleep, if you ever see me physically as a being, I'm always praying. Deadass, I'm eating, driving, walking. Till I give me my last walks. Anyone can walk up, a zombie can pull up and just try to whoop my ass or put one in my head, stab me type of situation, because those are loser disciples, every single one of them. I try to avoid them best as possible, That's why I'm always observing my environment type of situation, because I'm trying to live I know it's physically not possible type of situation, but 200 plus years to tell the same story every day background. Jesus was doing what Buddha was doing. They're just telling stories to pay it forward. That's what it's called, Christ consciousness. You can become Christ, but the miracle is for us is just these conversations, healing journey. But you're not God, Jesus, universe. You cannot take anybody's pain from nobody at all. You can be supportive to the fullest. Elaborate and be their real support team, As long as you as one being can control and protect your energy. Anyone that says that they take my energy, they learn how to control and protect it. If not, then it depletes you. And then what? Especially when they, that was coming to you to make them feel good, but then they take your energy, you're depleted. Then learn how to realize boundaries. So that we can talk about whatever, but for so long. But if it gets too triggering type of situation, remember, people are traumatized, then I have to walk away. And when I gather my thoughts, my energy, I come back again, we have this conversation again. Me as a being, nobody can take my energy. My kids, what you gonna call it, they don't have a small trigger, but they're kids. That's I'll try to elaborate as possible. My kids are funny, they be like, there's dad preaching again. I'm like, well, I'm just trying to teach you guys best as possible with your mental health. But I know, it's different. You know, at the time, all your family, on my side, your mom's side, your dad's side, isn't tell your dad's crazy. Me as a being, I call everybody the fuck out every which way. The Spanish culture, Hispanic and Spaniards, 99.999% can't teach me anything. But I'm being nice. I should be saying 100%. But there's some queens that speak to, and they're doing good. But you know, by that time, remember, there's nothing wrong with God. You believe it's beautiful. But as long as a person, you can meet him at church. Church is not the issue. He can know scripture. He can He can have tattoos of Jesus the Virgin Mary in his body. It does not make him a better person. And to remind you, God does not mistreat nobody. The truth, yeah, that's where the truth fucking hurts. Because you're not ready for the truth. I keep it 1,000. Keep it 100. I'll tell Queen, I'll sell you a dream. Don't worry, Queen. Keep praying, but manifesting, and the God universe will change his ways. He will. I'm selling you a fucking dream. I'm selling you a dream.
You follow me back?
Say it again? I'm sorry?
Can you follow me back?
Oh, I'll follow you.
I just followed you just now.
Oh yeah, I followed you. There you go. I got you. Follow for follow. I just go live. Once again, I don't like. I'll follow people for sure, but like if I look for platforms type of situation, but yeah, I do follow for follow. It's just social media. Respect. The cyber universe is not real. It's fake. So don't let the cyber universe consume you too much. That's why like doom scrolling, which is all negative bullshit. You're just trying to kill your time with your mind type of situation, and then Amber Thomas, she's like, I guess it's called bloom scrolling, which is like your FYP. Like my situation, I have thousands of fucking clips because it's all positive shits. That's why when you go to my platforms, majority of the same name, Coach Reader Podcast, you see very, very little of my stuff, like my content, right? Which I'm very starting to make more of, right? But you see everybody else's content and everything it says what? Hashtag feelings, hashtag the healing journey, and then I put a word on top, a keyword or sentence, like cheating, ghosting, God, Buddha, whatever. Very direct. That's all it is. Look, that's not even my clip. That's not even me. That's somebody else, right? But I know that would trigger people's feelings, so that's why I posted them on my platforms. That's why if y'all want to do speed dating, which I do, right? The Queen said, hit me up in my DMs before I respond to their comment or their DM type of situation. What do? Hey King, I love your energy, I love conversation. Cool, but before I respond, I go to all her platforms because I'm judging her based on platforms. Yeah, everyone's right to judge everybody. I get judged all the time. Judging people's communication, now sit there, observe them. What I say, your eyes are the door to your soul. So I study your eyes, your facial expressions, your tone of voice, your body language, your energy, the way you treat others, the way you treat yourself. So when I go to your platform, the queens, scenario respect when I say this, like, if I go to her platforms and she's a selfie queen and all I see is fucking flesh, I just think OnlyFans. Her bio gonna say God, Buddha, the universe. Like, yeah, but queen, every post you have is just you and showing hella flesh. I just think OnlyFans. So that's when I DM, like, respect when I say that just based on your platforms. Here's the best part, queen. Like, thank you for the comment type of situation, but now I go to all my platforms. And remember this, we're just having a conversation through a DM type of situation. Based off your platform and my platform, do you believe we'll get along? And don't lie to yourself. Don't go in the future, overthink, you'll be a cute couple, get married, have cute kids. Like, no, that's deep in the rabbit hole of the future. Keep it 1,000. Don't say it's a dream. Yes, you're beautiful, nice body, but here's the kicker. Am I a selfie king? Do you really see me? No. All my platforms, it's all about mental health healing journey. And your platforms, all of them, respectfully, Subway Queen, I say hella flat. I think OnlyFans. So, respectfully, your toxic love and lust, because your God in love is horizontal. My God love is vertical. I'm love and lust. So, it's not going to work out. But yes, you are beautiful, nice body, but here's the kicker. It's not going to work out. But you don't even know me. Like, okay, let's have a conversation. That's the best part. I'll send a picture of my tattoos. Take any word on my body and tell me a story about what you think that tattoo is about, that word's about, that phrase is about. And let's have a conversation about that. And if you can't have that, it's not going to work out. So we say associates, I could be part of your real support team if you allow me to be. If you're not too toxic, your mom's too toxic, I would call you a friend. But to call my girlfriend, fuck no. I don't deal with toxicity. If we can't talk to each other about everything, then what are we doing here? What am I doing here? I worked on myself. On my tattoos, mental health healing journey, to mind the Bible of your mental health, straight to the fucking point. I don't deal with toxicity, especially if you're my partner and say you love me, but then I was you. See, my next tattoo, I'm not your ex. Ex is your past pain, your toxic love, trauma, no child trauma. I'm sorry they hurt you, but I'm today and now the present. So I'll give you a scenario. The day that someone triggers you, scenario, your father does, your ex, your baby father, whomever triggers you, right? And then you come home and I see you and I see your energy. Yeah, you're sad, depressed. You want to talk about it. You're bitter, hateful. Babe, what happened to you? Who hurt you? Want to talk about it? No. Now, I get crucified, my crown over Jesus, because I can my tattoos, right? And then you build walls, you need your space, and you push me away. So I'm gonna tell you, see, my point being, what am I doing here? When will you feel good, and then you say sorry. Sorry's don't fix nothing. So that's my situation, potential to be. I did this conversation day one to give him saying, what, babe? So that's what, if that's what you do, build walls, right? You need your space. If I was you, date people like you that build walls and push people away. I worked on myself. I want to date women in the healing journey, preferably awakening woke journey. These conversations. Let's say she's doing a healing journey, barely doing a healing, and she's trying. Then potentially, but I'm for warning, babe, chill out. Like, I don't hold back every which way. I want to talk about everything. So, and on top of that, if you're not fully satisfied on your side, you can walk away. I can handle rejection. 95% of universe, they can handle rejection. You can go cheat on me. I don't care. A zillion queens of the whole universe, why was this about you? One, respectfully. I'm not codependent on nobody. I don't need people, codependency. I want people if they want that. We match energy, love. You're trying to take my energy, that's toxic love. I don't, and I won't do opposite chat respectfully. So that's why I speak the way I speak to the fullest. I did my healing journey, I'm blessed. Heal, let everybody go. I'm once again, that's why I'm 4 years single, because I could have a girlfriend every day above ground, but respectfully, I don't deal with toxicity. I won't deal with toxicity. That's why I for one the potential to be all these conversations, and it pushes them a lot of them away. Or or they say that corny ass line, which I've been hearing for almost 4 years of my life now. You be my potential boyfriend, right? But don't become a counselor or my therapist. I'm like, cool. So what do you want me to do when someone triggers you? And once again, I do this all the time. Cool. Can we have a scenario, right? We're a couple. Just to let you know, my life does not stop because you're done. I would check on you, but my life continues to fuck on before I met you and after I meet you type of situation. So you might think I don't love you. Like, yeah, I'm checking on you. I check every which way. Call you, text you, I'm going to work, go to the gym, whatever I'm doing type of thing. Go with my kids. You want to come along? No, I'm good. Cool. So sit there in those four walls and stay with your overthinking and triggers all by yourself. Push me away. Sounds good. I used to be like, you're the version of myself. I know 1,000% what you're about to go through in a spiral, overthinking. You probably think I'm with somebody else. Yeah, because now you're thinking about your ex and what they did to you. They lied to you type of situation, right? And they sold you a dream. I'm not your ex-exes. But you have the right to feel like that because that's why you're traumatized. I used to be like you used to, past tense. So once again, that's how Queens, the potential to be. These boys behind me won't have this conversation at all. They don't give a fuck if they hurt your feelings. Because they're in a journey, no healing journey. They can say healing journey, go to church. So all your religious spiritual people, especially among the males, say how you fuck with fuck girls and you still go to, and you claim higher source. Make that make sense. With the devil, you can blame the devil, but no one puts a gun to your head. Yeah, it's your choice to feel to fuck around. Right? So yeah, respectfully. But anyways, let me do a clip real fast because I gotta get out of here because my boy's about to get here in a minute. And then he usually gets here at 6, which is about 8 minutes from now. And then I'm gonna stake off the north side, start door dashing all day. And then yeah, just do my thing. And I'll see you as Tuesday. I'll see you as Wednesday. So I only do Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays now. I'm trying to respect my own boundaries and just do 2-hour live sessions. That's it. You know, respectfully, because I'm only one person. I gotta start pushing content. So once again, Coach the podcast, all these platforms for sure. But once again, eventually this live session will be in my YouTube and Spotify. And remember that it's a live podcast. Nobody really does what I do. They'll go live, but a lot of people gonna handle trolls. I love to bully bullets every which way. Hey, you'll hear it. You'll hear it in the live session. That's what the cool thing about technology. You can rewind time. I mean, my situation, like, I don't really know names of these platforms. Only if you're a regular type of situation. But I remember voices. You know, I remember the conversations. That's the cool thing about technology. You can rewind time, especially for you guys. I recommend if you're doing like the healing journey, do audio blogs and video blogs. Because right now you're suffering, and trust me, you know, it's gonna be awkward. You know, grab your cell phone, stuff a tattoo, look directly at the camera and talk to yourself. You know, I'm saying I'm sad, depressed, bitter, whatever you're going through. And as you progress in the healing journey, you can rewind time and watch yourself. Like, man, you know, I'm doing better than before, because 3 months ago, I was struggling really bad. Now I'm doing a little bit better. That's beautiful. You can watch yourself actually grow, evolve type of situation. And the day you're doing your healing journey more than the waking woke journey, when people call it, you know, tell you like, man, you're hella strong. Well, I'm stronger now because I worked on myself, or I'm working on myself, you know, terminology-wise, healing journey-wise, my mental health. But if you want to, let's see, once again, I try to do a podcast, you know, because this is the live podcast. You can go on my YouTube, Spotify. You can go 2 years ago, let's say 6 months ago. Well, go 6 months on there. I'm trying to talk about things that I'm struggling, I'm choking up, and yeah, I'm going through it. Now I'm doing better, you know, and that's the cool thing. You watch yourself evolve. That's beautiful as fuck, you know. For me. And that clip right there is from a movie type of situation, but that's when she gives you 1,000 chances, not 1,001. I tell Kings all the time, yo, like she'll play with your bullshit for now, but trust. The day she does 1,001, it's over. It's gonna hurt really fucking bad, because she's not coming back home anymore. She's walking away. It's gonna hurt really bad. And all the times that you both laid in bed and she was crying like a baby and you're sleeping like a baby, tag, you're it. What? You become her. You're like a bitch, and they're really, because now you know it's officially over. That's why. And on top of that, it does not matter how she leaves. She can cheat on you. She'll break up with you, cheat on you, divorce you, ghost you, leave you. She's exhausted, but I tell the queens all the time, you'll do that, but that one day, when will it be? You know, you have too many tattoos. Oh, I'm getting more to be. All my tattoos, a map to life. It's a modern day Bible about mental health. Take any word in my body and tell me a story about it if you can. If not, you have a lot of healing to do. Very direct. And on top of that, I crucify myself, kind of to Jesus, to tell stories. All my tattoos, it's an attention getter. It's not even for validation. All these tattoos, scars, healed. 95% of you, these are your cuts and wounds. The queens, you're trying to heal them. The boys, fuck no. They don't know this conversation because they're not taught this conversation. That's all my tattoos are very direct. Very, very direct. So here it says, slave masters, fuck your feelings. Slaves. People think slave, no, fuck mammy slavery. Behind closed doors. You're in toxic, like tell the queens, you're in toxic relationships. He's a fuck boy, whooping your ass emotionally, spiritually, and physically. Body up in the whole face, and you go to church, right? So that's your slave master, and he says, fuck your feelings, and you're the slave. You won't say fuck his feelings, right? Because you're guilty wrong to sin. I used to be you. That's a downfall of being too empathetic. Hey, what's up, brother guys? How you doing? How's it going? Respect when I say that. That's what I'm saying. Slavery never died. It's behind closed doors. Everyone talk. You bitch about your partners. Welcome to slavery. Every which way. And your belief's not the issue. Everybody believes not the issue. You two as beings is the fucking issue. Especially behind closed doors. This is all I talk about. Because people say they want love. They don't even know what the shit is. You gotta love your own self. Because if you had to love your own self, Stormy, how you doing? How's it going? It's been said that if you had to love yourself, you would walk away a long time ago. Trust. That's why you do the healing journey. Man, you should have walked, but you didn't walk. It's okay. Give yourself grace. So now the intent, you don't give people too much, you love time feelings. That's what I'm talking about. Because people like, initially for sure, the victim mentality, the victim mindset, I give him 7 years, I give him 2 years. Yes. Victim mindset, when you do the healing journey more than the awakening journey, we give each other 7 years, 2 years, whatever time frame it is. That's what I'm going to tell my back and say, you and I cannot get nobody back. What? God, the mind cannot get back to nobody. What is it? Love, time, feelings. When you comprehend that, why do you waste your love, your time, your feelings around people around you, especially by side as a partner? Make them make sense. Respectfully, what? Tell me I'm wrong. It's not about being right. Keep it simple, black and white. Yo, God Universe. Today's Tuesday. Can I please get Monday back? That's all I want from you. Monday. What's that, God Universe? Oh, crickets. The past been written. Tomorrow's Wednesday. Your future. It hasn't happened. You can do like plans, quote unquote, a little ideas, but you might not wake up tomorrow. So live in the present best as possible. What are you doing today? What are you gonna do with your life today? Best as possible. So that's why I keep it simple. For everybody out there, tell stories to pay for, and that's it. Hello, everyone. Welcome to life. How you doing? What was that? I'm sorry. Oh, hey, Miss Queen, I can barely hear you. I don't know, you're saying you're muffled or you're coming to the mic potentially wise? I apologize. It's really hard to see you. I mean, it's really hard to hear you. I don't know if I'm gonna move like to it. I'm sorry. You're good, Queen. Sorry, it was just the audio. It just sounded really low, so I don't know if the server's acting up. But I'm play another clip.
Why do women leave men?
Men want the woman that'll give them peace, the nice girl, right? The easy girl. But a woman doesn't become difficult for no reason. A woman becomes difficult when she voices her concerns and a man shuts her down, when she tries to be emotional and he calls her too much. A woman can't give you peace until you give her the safety to do so. If a woman leaves a man, know that she gave it everything she had. And she's leaving him because he didn't treat her like the goddess that she knows she is.
Why do women leave men?
So the last conversation, that's my tattoo 1,000. Once again, she'll give you 1,000 chances, not 1,001. I tell guys all the time, the king's like, you were so grace. You didn't have this conversation. She gave many chances, you kept fucking up, right? Every time with feelings, and you got the most you're cheating, then they go to the phone, social media, third party. Yeah, out in time when they get cheating, and you're physically cheating. Stars don't fix shit, man. Obviously, cheating is wrong. If you want to accept your partner after they cheat on you, I pray for you. I really do. It's gonna be a lot of stress because they broke trust and loyalty every which way. So that's the best thing. The smart thing to do is, and for sure, easier said and done, is to choose yourself, be selfish in a positive manner, and walk away. And it's gonna hurt both of you guys. But once again, if you're gonna try it again, that saying, I'm gonna tell me once a cheater, I was a cheater, once a player, I was a player. With you, that is factual. With you, 1,000%. Do you think the first time the cheater's gonna hurt you? Wait till the second thing will be way worse than that? God changed the ways? Potentially, but remember that's around the whole universe. God, Jesus, Allah, Buddha, Muhammad, the universe, the spiritual your ancestors, they're not being fucked by fuck girls. They're not much more spiritually abusive. They are, you are. Your belief's not the issue. You as beings are the issue. So why deal with toxicity? Why accept toxicity? A zillion people in the whole universe, why would you stress about one? Make that make sense. Fuck all that bullshit. I'll walk away to the fullest. Or scenario, let's say a year and a half ago. Yeah, but a year and a half ago, there's potential. Now my girlfriend, potential. She goes to me twice. I become sad and depressed, bitter and hateful. I didn't go on social media. It's a live podcast, right? I didn't go, hey, what's up, guys? There's potential, and she goes to me, so I'm going to take a little bit from social media. No, I don't need people. Codependency. I want people if they want to. Anybody can make them anyway whenever they want to. So we match energy, love, not taking energy, toxic love, And then she squashed it behind her cell phone. And prior to that, she saw me face to face. She kissed me, said her wife, and then after that, she broke it off, whatever. Once again, not my girlfriend, potential. And I was cool. You're toxic. I'm like, well, toxic people typically don't talk about the situation. Toxic people typically run away or pop out of the situation. So you can call me toxic, that hurt my feelings. But respectfully, you was not ready for love. You thought, thinking is not knowing. That's that people. If you're doing a healing journey and you know overall what love is, then for one people to the fullest, every which way. And they're choosing to hurt. Like, yo, you're not ready for this. What? That's up to her. Like, for being behind the screen, right? If you're doing benefit situation, type of situation, you're not ready for love. Deadass. Because look what you're doing. That's your choice for go to the fullest. And then you meet somebody and you think you can try, go for it. You hurt them, they hurt you. And that's why I told her, like, day one off the rip, remember this, Queen, I don't need you in my life, I want you in my life. And she told me, my faith attitudes alone, right? She's like, you're gonna be alone because every time you call us queens, that you tell her day one off the rip, hey, I don't need you in my life, I want you in my life. You're gonna push them away. That is their choice to walk away. I don't need people, I want people. I'm good at being alone, being nice to have a partner, but I don't deal with toxicity. I won't deal with toxicity on top of that. I don't want her, to hurt herself, get involved with me. That's why I tell these stories to pay forward. To for one on top of that, I do my live podcast. I do. You watch and observe them to the fullest, right? There it is. That's all episodes to be. Go to my YouTube, go to my Spotify. Hey, what's it tomorrow? I think Queen morning. Go to my YouTube, Spotify. That's all I talk about. That's how I speak in general on these live sessions. Because some people go live on these platforms and they throw a front, and then they have the live sessions right in their little world, and they change their whole persona type of situation. Like, no, what you see is what you get, and that's all I talk about. All I give a shit about is your mental health and healing journey. That's all I care about. I'm like Johnny Chan. Like Johnny says, I'm a boring person. If it's not about the Bible, God, I don't care about, worldly things. I'm the same way. Like, you can teach me about your job, your $1 billion, it'd be cool, but you're bitching about your life. I go to your platforms, you're bitching about your partner. So why don't you know about your job and your cars, money, power, and fame, but you don't know about you? That's a massive problem, respectfully, But guys, I know tomorrow you just jump on, Queen. How you doing? How's the kids? How's everything? And I'm about to get out, guys, because I gotta get ready to go to work. I'll see you guys Wednesday night sometime. So, and once again, if you can, scope it out. If you want to, quote you the podcast, Spotify, YouTube. The recent stuff, go to Twitch, same username. But eventually, once again, all these live sessions will be on my YouTube and Spotify. I just uploaded on Spotify maybe like 10 episodes, and I have like, I don't know, 250 episodes. I'm curious to know how much I have in total. So I have thousands of hours invested in this. And this is for you guys. Once again, all these conversations for you guys, especially the ones that are square, empathetic people. They actually want love. Learn to love you first and foremost. Be selfish in a positive manner. If not, stay a codependent people. And remember, guys, don't be scared of love. Love doesn't hurt. I know we feel like love hurts. Like, fuck love. Love for the birds. What I used to say, nah, love doesn't hurt. If God highest source is love, and love is the answer of all, it doesn't hurt at all. It's toxic love. Be scared of toxic love. What's toxic love? We love somebody that doesn't love you back. When you love somebody and they mistreat you, you are love, square, my terminology, and they are a circle of toxic love. You're not God, the universe, Jesus, to remind you, you cannot take nobody's pain for nobody at all. Yeah, to let you know. But if you think you are, go fall on your face. I pray for you. I go my day, go my life, respectfully. But I'm here for you. I'm out of your pocket. And remember, guys, it's not about being right. I'm just telling stories. So have a blessed day. Have a good morning, guys. So, TikTok, love you guys. Take care, be safe. Ciao, ciao. Meet me. Love you guys. Take care, be safe. Ciao, ciao. Then Beagle Squad, love you guys. Take care, be safe. Ciao, ciao. TikTok, take care tomorrow. Have a morning, Queen. Love you guys. Take care, be safe. Ciao, ciao. And Twitch, love you guys. Take care, be safe. Ciao, ciao.